Wait, traction control. Ah!
What are you doing?
Can't you see I'm becoming champion of the world? The
What?
BMW World 2021 Singapore.
Okay, stop messing about,
It is
alright?
my dream. You cannot stop me.
We've got a lot to get through today, okay? So stop fooling
My
around.
best result, which is 10. But you're right. We have a lot to get through. So where do we start?
Actually, becoming world champion sounds pretty good to me. But the real winners are you, BMW fans, and here's why.
Ignoring Julian, here's where we all win. We're here at BMW World Singapore. It's a massive showcase of almost everything BMW has to offer. It's a brand experience that's both online and physical. And as the name suggests, it's a deep dive into the world of BMW.
And it's a pretty big world. We're talking more than 30 cars, lots of fun games, and even a couple of motorcycles.
Right, it's huge. So how do you want to slice this up between us?
I suggest we split up. I mean, there's 6 different zones, and we actually only have time for a couple of key ones. Plus, I already know exactly what I want to show everyone.
Right, and I know what I want to show everybody as well. So how about first come, first served?
Not so sure about that. First come, first serve. I think we should...
BMW champion of the world, BMW champion.
Someone really needs to cut down on the coffee. Now, Darren can go wherever he wants, but here I am at the Power of Choice zone. Basically, I'm starting with the future. And one car I've been dying to see here at BMW World SG is the new BMW iX3. You might have noticed that this kind of looks like the BMW X3, but it also looks kind of different. That's because it's not your regular X3. It actually runs on pure electric power. The iX3 has a 286 horsepower electric motor with enough battery capacity to give it roughly 400 kilometers of range on a single charge. It's built on BMW's 5th generation eDrive technology, so it's all made without rare earth metals, so it's friendlier to the environment. It also zips to 100 kilometers an hour in just 6.8 seconds, so it should drive just like a BMW. But is it the future? Well, the answer is yes, but not because the future is 100% electric, but because the future includes electric. Now, we don't know how long every driver in every country in the world is going to take to make the switch to electric power, so BMW's answer is to just build everything and let the customer decide. BMW calls that idea the power of choice. Let me say that again.
The power of choice.
Here in Singapore, you can buy an X3 with turbocharged petrol power or as a plug-in hybrid, which has roughly enough battery power to drive around for a typical day in Singapore on pure electric power. We've tried that out, by the way, and it really works. In some countries, you can have a diesel X3. So that's petrol, diesel, plug-in hybrid, and now full electric. The X3 is the first BMW to come with all 4 options, but there's many more to come. As for this iX3, you can actually buy one later this year in Singapore, but it's in town right now here at BMW World SG. So when you come by and have a look, you'll be seeing the power of choice.
Now speaking of choice, not every BMW comes with 4 wheels. Here are 2 secrets. BMW has actually been making motorcycles for longer than it has been making automobiles, that's since 1921. And the second secret is bikes are always more fun, which is why Julian keeps falling off of them. Now BMW Motorrad, which is the brand's bike division, now makes almost every kind of bike under the sun. And here are the 2 bookends of the model range almost. We have the C400 GT, which is a cool, efficient scooter for zipping around town. And we have the R18, which is a long, low and mean cruiser that evokes the brand's 99 years of heritage. But like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, there's a lot more to see. So come on, let's go. Alright, I found it. I'm at the sheer driving pleasure area, and this is the most affordable BMW in Singapore right now. This is the BMW 116i, and its official launch is happening right here at BMW World. The BMW 1 Series is a hatchback for people who want BMW-ness in a practical, Singapore-friendly package. That means sporty style and superb driving dynamics. But the 116i is also easy to handle, efficient, practical, and it won't scare your banker into avoiding your calls. And the leading edge of digital tech that makes your life easier. A car that can sync up with a powerful device in your hand and even responds to your needs thanks to BMW Connected Drive and features like the intelligent personal assistant. The 116i has a 1.5-litre turbocharged engine with lots of torque, but it's also eligible for a Category A COE. the kind reserved for mainstream cars. That helps to make it the most affordable BMW of the current lineup. And it's also one of the most bang for your buck hatches around. Now you might think the words BMW and affordable don't go together, but in fact the brand has always been interested in getting people from place to place, no matter what the pace. Of course, it's most famous for things fast, powerful, and desirable. So that's what I want to see next. And I also want to see if I can beat Julian to it. Just down the road from the main showroom is another part of BMW World Singapore called M-Town. If you're familiar with BMW M, then you'll know that in BMW's world, it's the most powerful letter of them all. Now this is something that I've been dying to show you guys, and I think every car enthusiast in Singapore also has been dying to get their hands on it, to touch it, to feel it, to revel in the magnificence of it. What are you doing here? Well, I was gonna show the people something sexy, shiny, magnifique, super.
Well, thank you very much, but I'm not really shiny.
Oh,
Anyway, go and find something else to admire.
Okay,
I'm gonna
something pretty cool over there.
spend some quality time in here. So I've beaten Darren to the inside of the M4 competition, and just look at this place. Just being inside here lets you know you're inside something special. The M4 competition can trace its heritage back to one of the most successful racing cars of all time, and it really shows. The controls and displays are specific to the M4 competition, and because BMW M has its own designers, the interior has racy bucket seats, a gorgeous steering wheel, and my favorite, acres of carbon fiber. Best of all, it's as fast as it looks, because the M4 competition has 510 horsepower.
That's right, 510 horsepower. Now the M3 actually has the same twin-turbo inline 3-litre engine as the M4, so it's just as high revving and just as powerful. Now Julian's an old-school petrol head, so naturally he's in the coupe, but I have the sensible head, which is why I think the M3 is just as special. For the first time, the M3 looks completely different from a regular 3 Series, especially now that it has the aggressive vertical grille from the new 4 Series. You'll definitely see this coming a mile away. What I really love is that it's a 4-door sedan with 5 seats, and I think any car that you can take to a track day on Sunday and use to drive the kids to school on Monday is pretty cool. But can you really make a sports car out of a sedan? Well, BMW has its own army of engineers, and you can literally see the work they've put into making sure that M3 and M4 handle superbly. There are staggered wheels for the first time. They're 20 inches in the back and 19 inches up front, and powerful brakes, plus aerodynamic aids that actually help with high-speed stability.
Man, I would love to try these cars out on the track. I especially want to try the M-Drive Professional Package. That's got 10-stage traction control, 10-stage, so you can set how big your tail slides are, and it's got a drift analyzer. It'll record how long your drifting is, how big the angle is. That's what I really need in my life, something to analyze my drifts.
No, what you really need in your life is something to analyze your head, because you're nuts. But you know, M cars are not just about fast lap times and huge drifts and things like that. The engineers actually spend a lot of time to make sure the cars drive a certain way, they feel a certain way. So not just nice to look at, they're not just blazingly quick, they're really, really nice to drive.
That's right, so the new M3 competition and M4 competition are being launched right here at BMW World SG, so come on by and check them out. And while you're here, have a look at what else the world of BMW has to offer.
Exactly, and everything BMW World Singapore has is also online at bethefirst.bmw.com.sg. Visit the website, it's all there.
We'll post a link somewhere to help you out. Meanwhile, that's it from us. If you like what you see, please give us a share, like this video, or subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Right, and if you want to find out more about automotive stuff in Singapore, news, car reviews, and more, visit carbuyer.com.sg. We'll see you next time.